Welcome back to Mario & Luigi, Bowser's Inside Story. I'm Yami no Senshi.
And I'm Phoenix.
And we have abandoned Bowser in a safe in an undisclosed location.
I'm sure he'll be fine.
Let's go to the beach.
If he stays in there long enough that his life is in danger, then you can go back and use his crazy thing to bust him out.
I hope it's not a problem that we're not in there. I mean, we won't notice. We can have a pop in, talk to the madame, but we are not burly enough to give her a proper massage. That or she doesn't approve of back therapy applied via hammer.
All the mustaches in the world don't make Mario and Luigi manly enough for this task.
She of course does hint that you should bring Bowser here, but we've already done that. Those minigames are kind of BS.
They're so crazy.
Yeah. I'm going to try and use remote desktop through my tablet to see if that works, but the increased delay might make that still impossible.
It might.
We are back on the outskirts of Blubble Lake. Now we actually have to fight the little enemies that Bowser could kick in the face. These are Fawfloppers. They're obviously fossilized grasshoppers. They look at who they're going to attack first, and then you can either do the bouncing up in the air thing, and then you have to time your hammer hit, or they will look at you and then just jump. They do the little chattering thing first, they're going to jump over you, so you don't want to jump. Otherwise, they will jump at you. You have to jump on them pretty late when they do that. Their arc kind of slows down as they get close. If you notice, we are hitting a little harder than we previously were and have a bit more health. That's because I finally got around to not only doing some off-screen grinding, which got us 2 or 3 levels, I also found all the beans in the Toad Town caves and this area. I have distributed them in a more or less socialist manner, so HP, SP, and attack are equal.
So Mario isn't just totally overpowered and leaving Luigi in the dust?
Nope.
That might have been funnier.
I was considering it, but I'm gonna need both of them later on.
Yeah, it's probably more practical to do it this way.
These enemies are the Moffle Moles. They can either do that attack where they'll pop up repeatedly and you can get a ton of hammer smacks in, or they will pop up in front of one of the brothers and try and throw a rock at them. Sometimes when they pop up, their glasses are covered in dirt, in which case they will throw the rock over you. So we're starting to see a little extra variety in enemy attacks now.
Fawful seems to just be converting the entire non-toad populace of the Mushroom Kingdom.
Maybe it should be spores or something.
The side effect of the mushrooms.
Maybe the eat every mushroom in sight affliction extends beyond the denizens of the Mushroom Kingdom into its creatures. And Birdie tells us that we're on the right track. You can either go straight down and pop in through Cavity Cape, or you can go around the long way and come in through the woods. This way is a little shorter. These are the unimaginatively named Drillbit Crabs. They will tilt towards whichever brother they're going to attack, and then they will either go underground, in which case you have to look for the little bits of sand popping up, and then jump, or they will just point at one of you and try and charge you.
Getting some more enemies that you can't jump on.
Right.
Haven't actually seen a ton of those.
No. The other thing that's kind of been forgotten is dual stage enemies with Bowser. We have to suck them in and fight them with Mario and Luigi.
Yeah, there's way less of those than I thought there were.
And they introduce it early on, it's a cool mechanic, but then after the Wiggler fight, it just gets left behind. This is me just getting a little lost. I went a different way during my test recording because that was before I did all the farming and bean collection. Don't worry, we'll figure out where to go soon enough. The crabs are actually really fast on the world map. It can be a bit of a pain to get away from them.
And if you try and hop over them and miss, then you take a hit at the beginning.
Thankfully, it only does 1 damage.
Yeah.
Oh, I also farmed up enough money to buy the rest of the badges. We're still using the Excellent badge and the HP Restore badge. I still find those to be the most useful.
Keeping your HP up is always a useful thing to be able to just do freely.
Since no bird is going to order me around, let's talk to this old guy. Old turtles seem to be a bit of a staple in the Mario RPG series. I know there was one in the original Paper Mario. And I think there was one in Thousand Year Door as well.
There might have been.
This is actually the sage that Bowser, quote-unquote, stole the Star Cure from. Turns out, though, the original story of him doing a puzzle was probably correct.
Must have been a really easy puzzle.
Oh, you have no idea. It's one quick trick to making these puzzles really fast. Can someone hit him, please? I think he's stuck. It missed a great opportunity to have the fake Italian voice clip get louder and louder every time Mario has to repeat himself, and then just have Luigi scream at him.
Getting more and more frustrated at this old turtle.
Alright, so let's do a puzzle. I get to use this layout. Alright, so this piece goes here. Maybe? That's kind of hard. Maybe over here. Oh, yeah, there we go.
Perfect!
Yep, that's how you do it. Put one piece in, the game just does the rest for you. This was really your first big hint to the Nintendo's let's do everything for the player thing. Also, his puzzles turn real when you finish them? That seems dangerous.
Well, maybe they were real to begin with and he turned them into puzzles. So it's not like he can just create anything he wants from puzzles.
I hope so, because otherwise it's a little scary.
He is all-powerful. He is the God Turtle.
Maybe he's actually cursed, and that's why we had to do it for him. He's not allowed to solve the puzzles on his own.
Maybe.
Everyone else gets so bored with him that they don't finish doing the puzzle for him. I do like the kind of hint that Bowser might have wrecked the place and that's the reason he has no furniture, since there was a bit of an incident.
Maybe he's just really forgetful and put all of his furniture into puzzles.
Maybe the other sage got sick of him and sold it all on whatever Mushroom Kingdom's version of Craigslist is. Toad's List.
Yes. Perfect name.
Missed connections on the Fawful Express. Someone looking to rent their pad in Mushroom Kingdom.
Mm-hmm.
So we can do more puzzles and fill the guy's house with furniture. Well, that just gives you some beans, so that will be included in the bean video.
The bean video is gonna be long, isn't it?
I did the caves and Bubble Lake, and it's only about 22 minutes for those two.
Okie dokie.
I think they're not going to be as long as you'd think. But they're going to be long and boring. I'll try and find a way to either spice them up or just speed through them. Hey, we got a new special attack. Let's actually try it out for once.
Yeah.
Or those get sucked into a pipe and you have to remember which one is the— oh, son of a bitch. Yep, can't jump on spiky enemies. That rule hasn't been around since the original Mario RPG on the Super Nintendo or anything.
And that counts as a jump.
Apparently it does.
Does the ball move count as a jump? I wonder if, like, it pops the ball.
It might. I mean, the attention to the detail in this game is pretty high.
It'd be an interesting thing to test. I, like, just thought of it.
Yeah, it didn't really occur to me. Here's the blockade that required us to get the balloon power up. And that plan to bypass that enemy backfired perfectly.
You did the perfect wrong thing.
It was exactly wrong. Between the whole ballooning up and getting shrunk, I think Mario is just made of elastic at this point.
It's a good bet. Maybe it's like Superman, how he's like super on Earth because our sun gives him powers. Maybe Mario and Luigi get special powers from like the Mushroom Kingdom's environment that the natural inhabitants don't.
You know how you always end up killing Bowser in very horrific ways. You drop into lava, down bottomless pits, shoot him into the sun.
Yeah.
I think what's happening here is Mario and Luigi and the princess came from some other place, and now Mario and Luigi are all-powerful. And the only way they can keep them busy is to have Bowser constantly kidnap the princess and cause trouble. They just have a room full of Bowser clones, ready, just in case Mario and Luigi ever get bored. Think, what could they do with this power? They could conquer the entire Mushroom Kingdom.
I mean, they've pretty much just got it in their pocket anyway.
Maybe it's all a ruse. Maybe the princess never really is in danger.
It was all clever plot to make them famous.
Or just to keep them busy and under control. On our trek up this mountainside to find the sage, there's plenty of little side passages and things to get. And oh, does the emulator hate this room.
Too many coins.
The one unfortunate thing of this area is that you cannot carry Puffy Mario between areas. Unlike when you shrink him and you can just wander around shrunk until you need to do a spin jump.
Mario looks kind of worried when he's inflated.
I would be too.
Well, he did it to himself.
True. Another shining example of how enemies are actually restrained to what area they can be in. They even draw a nice little line on the ground. Hey, new enemy. These are pendrills. They are drill penguins.
Makes sense to me.
The creativity department kind of ran out of budget.
Just add drills to everything, it'll be great.
When I think the beach, I think cliffs and drilling.
Yeah. Yep.
They do actually have a second attack, where they just pop out without a bomb rock. In which case you do want to hit them. Let's try this again. Into the tube, you gotta remember which one is down and hit that one on the way down. The little cutout doesn't appear until you actually hit the button, so you do need to remember it. As you go on, it'll do various things like move faster and flip back and forth, try and fake you out.
If you're decent at the cup games, cup and a ball, it's not really that difficult to keep track of which one's where, especially since you only have two options.
No. No, you pretty much look at one, and if that one's up, hit the other button.
Yep.
I have the treasure specs equipped, and the game will actually let you know when having them equipped was the reason you got a drop.
That's really nice.
It is nice that you know you're not just wasting your time. Inventory space in this case. We got the lacy scarf. It is a SOS defense up, effectively.
And you just lost your entire OCD audience for missing that coin.
I will never get that coin. It stays there forever. You get a nice little, not really mini-game, just challenge to grab all these coins while floating down. You do speed up as you go down. Not very fast, but noticeable. I unfortunately did this section a little inefficiently, since this is actually the room we need to go up in, but let's get a little bit of zigzagging. Try and get everything. Well, we've got the time. There's another gameplay mechanic to bring up, and that's the challenge medal. If you go into the Mario and Luigi minigame area and get a top rank on the green shell, you get the challenge medal. If you have that equipped, it boosts all enemies. It doubles their HP and defense and gives them 150% attack boost. That's it.
That's pretty powerful.
Yeah, it makes them pretty brutal.
And doesn't give you any benefit at all, right?
No, that's why I opted not to get it. It doesn't give them new attacks or animations or anything really worth showing off.
Basically just hard mode.
It is. You actually have to get decently far in the game until the challenge area opens up. I decided to cut out that middle room, because I think everyone's seen enough of that. We are virtually at the top. Traversing these narrow, cracked platforms.
That don't really seem to be supported by much.
Hundreds of feet above the earth.
Couple thin poles, that's about it.
These heavy statues on little outcroppings. One wayward earthquake or even just a slip and plummet down to the below. Thankfully there's no fall damage, so it doesn't matter. Luigi, please stop making fun of the sage. Just, can you respect one of them for just a second?
He wants to meditate too.
I think he should work on his balance first, before he tries to achieve cosmic oneness.
Well, he's given up on that now.
And actually it's Luigi, so he'd probably just achieve cosmic two-ness. Oh my god, look at all those stars. I have to go collect them. There's gotta be at least 120 of them. This is Chakram. He is actually the guy that speaks to Bowser's brain in the very beginning of the game and lets him use the Chakroads.
Luigi, stop poking him in the butt.
Please stop poking the sage. Do Mario's eyes look off-kilter to you?
They're a little weird there, yeah.
He looks a little crazy. It seems like he wants to give us a star cure, but we need to give him a pow. Give him a big hard hit.
Gonna knock him out of his meditation stance.
He's very stable on 2 legs. We have a brand spanking new special attack, so let's try that out on him. And you'll actually get to see the whole thing this time, too. This doesn't seem to be helping.
At least you're not hurting him.
True.
He seems to have some sort of, like, chakra bubble around him when you hit him.
The power of meditation. Cosmic pickle rays. I wasn't paying much attention to what he said.
No.
There was something about a cosmic pickle in there.
Yeah.
Now I'm just hungry. Kinda want a sandwich.
Very lengthy description for I'm meditating.
So we can't actually knock him out. We do not have the required attack yet. So we just gotta run away, lose a couple coins. He feels nothing. Nothing since that his last girlfriend dumped him.
He is empty.
Time to go exploring the whole world. Oh, never mind. He tells you exactly where to go.
Apparently you didn't mean to, but...
Even with his cosmic balance, he still screws that up.
It was the pickle. The pickle did it.
Join us next time on Mario and Luigi Into the Woods.